friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today CG Capital Games, the devs, just made their switch from crystals being in the squad arena to now being solely part of GAC. Now, I'm excited for this. I'm really curious to see how it will play out. Will there be problems? Of course there are. There are always problems with changes like this, but what will it look like? I don't know. I'm excited for it. But now that the crystals are gone from Squad Arena, Squad Arena is kind of worthless, right? I was looking at this today and I was like, oh, cool, I can get up to 900 tokens. Woo! Right? Now, this is where I am. I'm usually sitting between 51 to 100. As you can see here, I'm level 85. I don't feel so bad now that I'm not top 50, at least, because it's kind of worthless, right? But do I think that they're actually going to get rid of Squad Arena yet? And I think the short answer is no, not because of Squad Arena's viability, not because it's now a useful place for people to go. We're going to see a substantial drop-off with Squad Arena. This is going to become kind of a no man's land of players. Now, whether they mean to do it or this is just a byproduct, what Squad Arena has now become is a training mode for new players to be able to test out teams, to be able to try their hand against other players, right? It is a training mode for GAC. So in keeping it like this, it doesn't make sense to completely get rid of it because, again, it's training those people for GAC. But one of the other core things that it's doing is the Squad Arena comes with the Squad Arena store. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, if my math and numbers are correct, which they might not be, different characters to farm. Now, not all of these are super amazing characters. Now, I mean, no one's really clamoring for Ugnaught, being like, ooh, Ugnaught, we love him. But some of these characters are viable, right? Asajj Ventress, Akbar, Savage Opress is good, Cup, everyone loves a Cup, Darth Sidious, Newt Gunray, right? It's some of them obviously are more viable than others, but this is also where you get prestige. It's a great place for characters or players to get credits. My real thought here is one of the things that still makes Squad Arena good, or at least a place that I don't think they're going to get rid of, is this store. Because if they get rid of this store, they then have to put these characters in other locations. And they've kind of been doing that. We're seeing that a little more and more as time goes on. But I'm still thinking they're not going to get rid of the store. But if they don't get rid of the store, how do they keep Squad Arena viable? Because no one's going to care about this. A level 85 player probably has most of these characters, if not all of these characters, already there. What is the Squad Arena store becoming, or what does this make the Squad Arena store? Really, it makes it a place for new players to deepen and strengthen their roster. The problem with that is it's been stagnant. Now, it makes sense that it's been stagnant because they're not adding characters or Squad Arena characters to these stores, but this is an opportunity for CG to really develop some other things, right? Some that really develop this specific store into something more. Now, here are some ideas that I think that we should see from Capital Games when it comes to Squad Arena and the Squad Arena store. First and foremost, they need to increase the payout of the Squad Arena tokens. 900 for rank 1 is not going to be enough. It needs to be 1200, right? It needs to allow a player to be able to unlock 1, 2, and or 3 different characters. If they did that, it would allow those early players to develop their rosters faster, which is what they want, right? They want them to be faster. They want them to be quicker to GAC, quicker to level 85, so that they can then compete in GAC. It also allows end-game players or more players who have those characters who don't want them or whatever, either opportunity to develop in the shard shop, get the character, the gear, and all this other stuff that they want. But for those that are actual end game, not kind of like middle end game, this would allow legit end game players an opportunity to turn those extra shards into Omicron ability mats. Now, with the new Omicron ability coming in and all these new characters being introduced, all characters from now on being introduced in the game will have an Omicron ability, right? They're adding Omicrons to a lot of these older characters, which I'm excited for, but I think it would allow them, it kind of benefits everyone by increasing this, right? Because if you increase here at the top, you could spread it out a little further, right? Those that are really down towards the bottom, or maybe even the top 1,000, could get, I don't know, upwards of 800, right? Allowing them 2 sets of 10. I think that would be perfect. I think that would be a great number, but I'm not entirely sure. Now, additionally, I'm looking at the gear here. Now, I love the idea of throwing gear into the shard shop. I think that's great. This gear, not enough. It's not what people need, and especially it's not what new players need. Now, a lot of level, 50 to 85, they're going to need some really solid stuff. Expand this out, and my thought, potentially drop the cost, right? 180, I think that's a good cost for 10 of something. I think really solid, but really build this list of gear out. But when it comes to rewards, why not drop in a full finished piece, but not like a finished in-game piece? Give us one of those first bottleneck pieces, right? Allow players to get those pieces higher, right? To get them more frequently. They've done a really good job in giving us those pieces when it comes to the daily challenges. A lot of those bottleneck pieces are great. But again, we're still dealing with salvage, right? We're still dealing with individual pieces. Give us completely geared out pieces, completely upgraded, all the way upgraded pieces. I think what you'll see is people wanting to stay competitive when it comes to Squad Arena. Now, again, not major players. You probably won't see major whales, and maybe it does bring back that level of the Shard Mafia, but if it's not high-end stuff, I have a hard time believing that the Shard Mafias will be as devoted to it, right? I think that it's low enough stakes for the high-end players, or the end-game players, but high enough stakes for the lower players, newer players, that I think it would remain competitive. Now, at the same time, one thing that I would love to see, first off, as I mentioned earlier, all of those characters in the Squad Arena store right now, they're not great, right? They're not. But we could see new players, new characters end up. What I would love to see is when characters like Maul and Boba Fett, Scion of Django, or whoever, right? Now, I would love to see those characters as they get swapped out of the Conquest store, or out of Conquest viability, as they've been around for 3, 6, 12 months, to spend some time in the Shard Arena store. Now, I don't necessarily think that they need to be there permanently, but what they could do is have seasons, every quarter. If they're focusing on bounty hunters that quarter, then, throw in some bounty hunters that are a little harder to get and throw them in here, right? Do it for 3 or 4 weeks, right? Then switch it out for Sith or other characters, a little more challenging to get, but only do it for a period of time. And so while what you're doing is you're still keeping things relevant to what's going on in the game, but you're also keeping things connected to what players need and want. I think that'd be a wonderful idea. Now, is it kind of wishful thinking to think that Jango Fett or Boba Fett scion of Django is going to show up? Yeah, it absolutely would be. But like, think of how some of these other characters that might be a little more challenging to get. Like, I'm an in-game player, guys, but I'm still farming Imbo, right? Now, I love Imbo, but he's been in the game for over a year now, right? Probably a year and a half. Some of those characters, I mean, Resistance hero Finn, I'm probably not going to get him anytime soon, right? Because, you know, he costs 20 to unlock, and just, to me, it's not worth it. But there are some characters in the game that I absolutely think would make a great location or a great character candidate for a temporary location here in the Squad Arena. I think that'd be dope. Like, bucket list for this, I would love to see relic mats periodically show up, right? Omicron salvage, not Omicron as a whole, but maybe an Omicron salvage show up. Again, that's wishful thinking at its best. But there's got to be a way for CG to continue to use not only Squad Arena, but Squad Arena Store, to make it still a mode or a game mode that's viable, that's fun, you know, that is still competitive, that helps the new player, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep this to help the new player, but at the same time, not be so ready to move on. These are just my thoughts. I don't foresee Capital Games completely getting rid of Arena yet. I think they very well could. It's very possible that we see Arena go away, and that table right there, that little table with the 3PO droid, the Sparky, I think we could see it go away and be replaced with something else. What would it be replaced with? That's a video for another day. But having said that, guys, what do you think? What do you think should be done with Squad Arena? Should they just cancel it altogether? Should it be a place for new players to test their skill out? What do you think? Leave a comment in the section below. While you're down there in the section below, check out the links. I have a lot of different links. One, you can check out the Going Nerdy swag store. There's a lot of great Going Nerdy swag. This Christmas, I've got a Santa is a Sith shirt. It's dope. It's Santa dabbing with a red lightsaber, casting some, Sith lightning. It's pretty awesome. Check it out. But additionally, t-shirts, stickers, it's all available there. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you, check out the Audible subscription, the Audible section in the link below. If you travel, if you like to read books, if you do pretty much anything where you want to get away from people and into the world of another place, try Audible. 1 free month, 2 free books. There are phenomenal books out there. Every time you subscribe, even when you don't sign up and pay, you try out the link, you still help the channel. But let me know what you guys think. Most importantly, like, subscribe, and comment in the section below. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.